It loomed at the dock like a palace carved from steel, visitors staring slack-jawed up at its 3 grand smokestacks. "The Titanic," they whispered, "the unsinkable ship." None could imagine what those riveted iron walls would witness, or how history would remember their confidence. On her maiden voyage in April 1912, the Titanic's opulence was matched only by her legend. First-class passengers dined beneath crystal chandeliers, while down below, in the humbler cabins, hopeful immigrants dared to dream of new lives in America. The crew moved with electric pride, boasting of the vessel's strength, their footsteps echoing along spotless decks under the stars. At the bow, Southampton's salt air still lingered in Lady Margaret Allen's hair as she pressed gloved hands to the rail. Nearby, young Tom Hardy, a steward, kept half an eye on the lavish guests and the other on the silent, black sea ahead. Utterly convinced, he sailed the safest ship ever wrought. But fate watched from the frigid North Atlantic. Ice warnings crackled over and over the radio. Yet, with each relay, confidence blunted caution. The Titanic pressed forward, engines surging, brass polished mirror bright for the morning light. Passengers toasted their luck as the ship cut through darkness, and the string quartet played on. Near midnight on April 14th, a lookout's startled cry fractured the calm. "Iceberg, dead ahead." A scraping, rending sound, metal meeting ice, shot through the ship's belly. In the opulent corridors, glasses trembled. Some laughed off the jolt, finishing their dances, convinced nothing at sea could threaten Titanic. Down below, Tom's hands shook as water sloshed cold around his boots. Floodgates were meant to close, and pumps to work miracles. But the sea claimed passage after passage, faster than anyone had believed possible. Realization dawned dawning horror in faces, rich and poor alike. The unsinkable ship was sinking. Panic erupted on deck as officers lowered lifeboats, barely enough for half the souls on board. Lady Margaret, pulse drumming, found herself at the rail with Tom, wind howling, the tilt of the deck growing severe. The band played "Nearer, My God, to Thee," the melody searing the night. Struggling with a lifeboat rope, Tom felt Margaret's frozen hand in his. All illusions of safety gone, they watched as distress rockets scribbled urgent shapes in the darkness. People hesitated, time shredded by choice and terror. Into lifeboats tumbled some, uncertain if salvation awaited in the icy void or with the mighty ship itself. Moments stretched. Titanic's bow dipped beneath the waves. A thunderous roar followed, a sound survivors would never forget as the grand ship broke apart, her stern rising before slipping into history's cold grasp. Over 1,500 people lost to the sea. In pale dawn, rescue ships found Margaret and Tom clinging to each other, silent on boards, watching the sea where the unsinkable had gone down.